Man, I've been dealing with a lot of Cub stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever seen these. Have you ever seen these, Ryan? Look at these. I mean, you have a comic for $10 and the same one somebody's asking $3.50. How do you draw the line and decide, okay, how did you decide that it's $3.50? You want something like this with all of these.
Right.
Because this will wedge itself pretty well and you will be, you know, you really can hold your boat in place. So you saw the thumbnail, me holding this Corset up in a previous video. We used the thumbnail for this video. And probably a lot of you are wondering, Peter, last video you said you were gonna put this on CraigslistHunter.net on auction starting at $1. Well, I didn't, because I was actually worrying that if it is fake, I don't want to sell a fake knockoff item on my site. But since then, you guys send me few emails, lots of messages that this is actually a legit piece. There's quite a few of them out there available, not at the moment, but like sold, you know, one on OfferUp, one on Etsy. Somebody was able to pull one from some other, you know, third-party website. Not big money, selling between like $40 to $100 depending on the condition. And remember how I was talking about this RN number? Where I learned something new. One of you guys told me that a lot of different brands use the RN number for their product. It doesn't matter if it's going to be a jacket or shoes or a corset like this. They just use that RN number for different clothing. So that's got nothing to do with actually serial number or anything like that. So this is legit. You will see it again. I'm gonna list it for $1 on CraigslistHunter.net, and if any of you guys are interested, you can bid on it. So, Bobby, thank you so much for that email that you sent me with the thumbnail. I'm actually using your thumbnail that you sent me the picture. I think it's cool. Sure. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Let's get into today's video.
Richter anchor. No, a Richter anchor in my truck. Like brand new. It is brand new.
Okay. How big is it?
25 pounds or more, I think.
Okay.
There's 3. I looked it up.
Okay. Let's go take a look.
So let's go take a look. And then some knives.
All right.
He was
We got the knives here?
looking at
Yeah.
this.
All right, let's see the
I
knives.
came in, but he wanted to go look at other ones.
Old, decorative, and to carry in your garter.
You know what I passed on last time she brought me?
What?
A cauldron.
2 of them.
A what?
No, you did one cauldron.
I had 2 of them.
I
I had one, the big one, and the little one had a little handle. Yeah. These are actually for you're Russian or Polish?
I'm Polish.
Cyganka. It's to cut the bad juju before you, it's from like Busha. Yeah.
I don't care, for sure.
I think these are more Middle East style, actually.
Well, that was hers. I don't know where she got it.
I'm not going to be interested in any of them.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let's go take a look at the anchor.
Yeah.
It's brand new. And
So here,
and
put these back.
Okay.
I'm going to pass on them. I'm
That's
sorry,
okay.
you know?
Don't apologize. But you'll love the anchor.
I hope so.
Oh, I know you will. Their boat and just chills and drinks on their boats, which is horrifying.
Yeah, and I mean, this is one that, especially when you're fishing, like if you go on a river and you're fishing on a river, you got a strong current, you want something like this with all of these.
Right.
Because this will wedge itself pretty well and you will be, you know, you really can hold your boat in place when you have a strong current. Not so much when you are like on a lake, because you really don't, unless you have a super strong wind. So this is for a bigger boat. This is probably 30 pounds, 25, 30 pounds, maybe even more.
If it's five, I bet you it's 50, 45, 50. Weigh it.
No, I don't think it's that much. I pack every day, so I
Yeah.
think this is like a 30 pounder. But still, you know,
Yeah.
nice thing that it has this.
Yep.
So you don't scratch your boat when you're bringing it up.
Right.
When you have a bigger boat, this is important. So,
Right.
very cool. Like you said, hopefully I'll, you know, I gave you 50. Hopefully, I'll get 100 out of it. You know?
I would do 120. What you know?
They are
What?
up there,
Look
like
it
you
up
said.
because
You
yeah,
go
that's
to
like
the
a
marina, you go to the marina, you'll pay $180 for
Yeah,
this.
for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like you said, on Amazon, you can find it maybe 100, 120, but they all, even Amazon for something like this wants shipping. So
For sure.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I did my homework before I came. You know, normally I don't haggle, but I knew on this one exactly.
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
Thanks, hon.
Have
Have
a
a
good
good
day.
one. Yep.
Take it easy.
We're like a jam funk fusion.
I don't know how short they
play some
normally
reggae,
go.
some bluegrass,
Yeah, I was just
we do a bunch of covers.
take a little bit off because we could just
We
trim
got
them more
30,
often if we need to.
35
It's
originals
better than, you know, having her be terrified
There's
and
3 of us.
That's a good girl.
Looping,
Are you a good girl?
keyboard,
Are you a good girl?
a little bit of percussion.
Yeah. We just do a little bit at a time, okay? Good girl. There you
That's all I do
go.
is listen to music.
Yeah, I know they are sharp. I feel
I
them.
work on listening to
Hey,
music.
hey,
I go
hey.
home, I throw my music on my
Yeah.
speaker. She just eats it.
Is this yours? Look at you. Look at you. Okay, this product is not in any way endorsed by me, but if you have cats and if you need a good brush, this is the brand to go after. And they make like this one, which is only like 2 inches wide. They make a 3 and a 4 inch. This is amazing. It just works so good. It grabs all the dead fur out of it. I mean, look at this. And you just press the button and it releases. And she loves it too. I mean, loves it. She doesn't mind. Right?
What do you mean I'm fired? Did you hear that?
You are fired.
That's what you heard too, right?
Hey, what do you know that I need to know? Talk to me.
I'm over here playing with the movie, and then she's like, "You're fired."
Look what I got. What is that? Fairy ball. Oh, she doesn't like that. I love how she turns her head to see what it is. So good. It's like, I gotta try it. What is it? Ooh, she did not like this one, bitch. She's like, get this thing out of here. Ooh, 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 ooh. How about you? She's like, I don't care. Whatever.
She's like, Kevin?
You said all those watches were in your family or your grandma's or something? Or you're not
So,
sure?
like, I know, like, the Hamilton my dad bought.
The Hamilton.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wasn't, he used to work on the railroad, but that's not the watch he used on the railroad.
Okay.
But he always wanted, like, a gold Hamilton.
Yeah.
So he got one after he retired. So it has no sentimental value to me, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's a very nice, unique watch. It's not gold. It's only gold plated.
Okay.
But what's so interesting about it, and I'm going to be honest with you, I never had one like this in a shop that you take the top off, you unscrew the glass, and it's not crystal, it's just kind of
Oh, okay.
plastic.
Okay.
So it's not like high-end stuff.
Sure, sure.
But here's a hinge. Normally, just like these you have, you open the back,
you-
right?
yeah.
You pop the bag,
Right,
then you
screw off
unscrew
the
the
top, yeah.
Exactly. This one is totally different. So you take the top off, pull this back,
Okay.
and then you can lift the mechanism this way. A little bit, there we go. And then it opens up, and you can see the mechanism here. Now this movement that it's in here, that's a 992 movement. I think 992 or 922. 992. Pretty overall popular. It's got a lot of jewels. It's got 21 jewels.
Okay.
But it's been made to a lot of different watches. Now, I think all of these three I'm actually gonna pass,
Okay.
but I am interested in this one, especially that it's still running. Overall, great condition. I mean, it shows a little bit of wear because,
Right, like on the back.
like on the back, that plate just kind of came off. but it's fully functional, and it's hard to find them still running in good order. Now I'm seeing them kind of all over the place. Let me show you here. So, like 350 here, 173. Somebody just sold the mechanism for 87. Here's one for 305, 185. So it's all about the condition. 295. So a little bit all over the place. I think this one, because it runs, but it's worn off a little bit here, this is a watch that I'll probably get $300 out of it. That's what I'm thinking. So on something like this, I would offer you half, like 150.
Sure.
These three, they're all rough.
Yeah,
and they're, you know, like this Elgin is missing the glass, this is broken off, it's not running, and it's not gold as well. None of these are gold. They're all plated. This one, for some reason, I don't understand what happened. Somebody changed the small hand. And they put a little tiny one that you can barely see. So I don't know what's happening here. And this one is totally busted. So these three, unfortunately, I'm not going to be interested.
Do you know offhand, like, does anyone buy this kind of thing for parts or anything?
So
or
probably, ideally, I mean, there's a lot of different watchmakers out there. But if you go to like a jeweler who's a watchmaker, you're gonna get peanuts for parts. You're better off if you could maybe just put this like on eBay for parts. It's really hard to say what you're gonna get, you know, out of this, but I don't think this is more than like $40-50 here.
Sure.
Because the condition that they are, you know. So this I would be interested in, and then you got these two needles. Back in the day, you said you played yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. I did too. Way in the back in 80s and to early 90s. So I mean, this is overall desirable cartridge. And then what's interesting, this comes in with two separate spares, right? That you can install. And they're all in great condition.
Yeah, like I barely use these ones.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like the ones that are installed on, they show a little bit of wear. These show hardly anywhere. So these are in great condition. They had the S series and they had Pro S series. Now this is a regular S series, and this is what I'm seeing, what they are bringing. A set here sold for $175. They took an offer. Here's a single one sold for $98. Here's couple sold for $102. So I don't know. What are you thinking on these? What do you want to get out of them?
I was thinking like maybe like somewhere around $100 for the pair.
So $50 each?
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think that's a good price. I think I will get probably about $1 out of them. Maybe $1.20 since you got the spares on them.
Right,
too.
like because I think I looked on eBay and I didn't see any that looked like they had the case and like the extra cartridge.
Yeah.
So
like here's a double that sold for $181. So yeah, we are right in the ballpark. So if you're okay at $50 a piece, I'll do that, and then $1.50 for the watch. So we got $2.50.
Perfect.
Works.
Sounds good.
Great. I do need your ID. I'll write you out for these.
No, I've watched your videos before. You know.
Smile, you on it?
Okay.
You want to be on it? It's your call.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah?
Why not?
Yeah. So, I gotta give you props, Kev.
Thanks, man.
I know you spent a lot of time on it, but it looks amazing. So last week we showed off this vintage Ludwig, and it looked horrible. Carlos is gonna pop up a couple pictures how it looked before. Kevin took it home, worked his magic. Look at this thing. Looks like brand new. And then you put brand new
new heads
on it.
new snares.
New snares. This thing is beautiful. Good job, man.
Yeah,
I love it. Now we can probably get 300 plus for this thing, you know?
I feel like I think the highest I saw, there was two that was like one for 425 and then one for 450, but it might have been the same post. I don't know, but
maybe then we can go higher.
I feel like if we do a little research because it's not missing any parts, it just needs, I didn't completely tune it, you know what I mean? Because, you know, with the newer head, you know, they stretch. But
the condition is everything when guys are buying these older ones. So now it looks really presentable, really nice, you know, with that old logo on it. So good job, man. Love it. Thank you.
Yep.
Completed auctions, it's going to be under Jack Davis Artist Edition.
Yeah, I found it. I found few, and there's a couple that are available for sale. And like I say, I think that one guy that you mentioned, but
He sold two.
Yeah, but there's He says new otter, so I wonder if that's the one that he's saying that. No, it doesn't show that it's shrink wrap.
Maybe
Not
if you
that
read the
one.
description.
This one, I think, for $2.99, he says shrink wrap, right?
Right.
And you say this was never shrink wrapped.
It didn't come shrink wrapped. It came.
This is the original
in
box.
that, yeah.
That's how it came.
And it was just taped.
It was just taped.
That's
yeah,
how they came. So he shrink wrapped it. That's easy enough to do.
Now is this this on top?
That is
too?
not a scratch.
That's part of the.
That's part of the image.
Because it's kind of hard to. Oh yeah, it is.
See up here.
Yeah, you can see up here too on those photos. Okay, okay. So I'm seeing a little spread here, like one on auction sold for $242. That guy sold for $299, and another guy $299, and there's a couple listed right now. $299, and another guy has an auction, no bids yet, at $249.
Okay.
I mean, what are you thinking? What do you want to get out of this?
I'll take an even 100 for it. I just want it off my plate.
$100?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. At that price, I think I should be able to double my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would think so. And I got your last Kiss shirt that you had, so I thought I'd bring this one in because this one doesn't fit me.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not from '79. They repop these things all the time now.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a double stitch.
Right,
it's a newer one.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's got an image on the back. It's cool.
Yeah. Still good following. You know, that's probably staying like that, right? That's part of the.
I don't know what it is. Dust, maybe.
Okay.
So for that, you had 20 on the Kiss shirt that I got the other day, so I would take 10 for that, if that's
$10.
fair.
Yeah.
$10. Okay. Yeah. Take a look at these. Still have something else out there. This I figured might be good for people who like to, gamer TVs is what they're all about now.
Unfortunately, both of these Fisher, I'm not gonna be interested. I tell you why. The 80s and 90s stuff that I got here, I got so much at the moment. It does sell. I got 30 here, and I got so much in the back. It's just not moving right now. So if
About
it was
$15 a piece for them.
even if you donate them to me, I don't want them. No, seriously, I got so much of it at the
gotcha.
moment, so
All
it's
right.
not moving. So I'm gonna say
Cool.
no on
Right
that.
on.
You know.
No
So little TV. Fortunately, this one is not that good for the gamers.
No.
Because it doesn't have the RCA jacks on the back, that you can plug in. You have to go through a connector to the antenna. But still, people like these. No remote for this one, huh?
Isn't that always the story?
Because a lot of controls that you go through on setup, you go through that remote control. Otherwise, you get only power, volume, and channels. I'm gonna say no on that one too.
Okay.
So I do very well, like with the 19 inch Sonys, because they do have the power, the RCA plugins, which is perfect, like for Nintendo 64,
Right.
those types
Super
of systems.
Nintendo.
Yeah. So, sorry, man.
What is it?
Oh, that's okay, man. It's okay.
Car ramp?
You got something else?
I've got something else outside. Given with your comments on this, you may or may not be interested in it, but the one saving grace for it is that it's a double tape deck.
Okay.
So you might want to see it. I'll
Bring it in. I'll check it out. Printed in China, so it's something recent, relatively recent. 2013, so 11 years old.
I'll give you 12.
How would you even display this?
I don't know. I mean,
So these are the original drawings with their notes on it. Hunt of Fear.
I mean, they blew it up quite well.
Pretty well, yeah.
But I mean, honestly, it's so large, it's almost like you feel like you're going to rip the page when you turn it, probably.
It's massive, yeah.
It's almost comical how big it is.
How would you? Well, I guess if you do have it on a coffee table, if you flip the pages, you can easily read it. But yeah, the condition is like amazing how they blew this up.
Yeah,
that
and
you
they
can
show
see
how they
everything.
did the paste ups for everything.
Yeah.
It's really, I collected Vault of Horror. There were 3 titles: Haunt of Fear, Tales from the Crypt, and Vault of Horror. I collected Vault of Horror, and I have every single original issue of Vault. Trying to hang on to those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much are those worth?
A lot.
A lot.
They've Golden Age books in the past 10 years. A lot of younger folks have gotten into them.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like that circus magazine you have, the graded. That's changed the hobby a lot.
Yeah.
Resale, when you have them graded, is very, very, very simple.
Yeah.
When they're raw, you can still sell them easily.
But it's harder. Yeah.
You have to niggle with people.
Yeah.
Well, what about this staple pull? And
Yeah.
that, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, and that's for me when I buy actually comic books when they come in. I try to kind of stay away from stuff that it's not graded, because there will be such a variation, you know.
Right.
You'll have a unit for, I mean, you have a comic for $10 and the same one somebody's asking $3.50.
I know.
You know what I mean? And how do you draw the line and decide, okay, how did you decide that it's $3.50? But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes back graded, it's a little bit easier because I can compare, okay, at this grade, at 9.5, this
It
comic book
standardizes
is,
things.
yeah, it's selling for $800 and, you know, roughly, depending on the market.
Ruin the
but-
hobby as far as I'm concerned, but
Yeah.
it does make selling stuff
Yeah.
easier.
Yeah. Same thing with the cards, you know, sports cards. I mean, one out of 1,000 even will be worth something. Rest of them are $1.99
I know.
cards. It's hard, you know.
I saw Michael Jordan's last triple double, okay, and I had the ticket stub. And I thought, I wonder if that ticket stub is worth anything. And I looked it up, and it was a graded example of that ticket stub,
Yeah.
and it went for like $1,200.
Yeah.
Mine's not graded. When I saw the game, I folded it and put it in my back pocket. You know what I mean?
So I got it here in the safe, a ticket with the stop, two actually. One is ripped, one is not, but as you entering the stadium in LA, first game Michael Jordan against Kobe.
Oh, wow.
In great condition, somebody never went to the game.
Sure.
Had the tickets, never went to the game. So I have them. The way they sit, the one that it's teared, probably not much, couple $100, but the one that it's solid, not teared, and
Yeah.
in mint condition, I think I gotta send in
Yeah.
to get it graded, you know, because it will help me,
Right.
you know.
Well, it'll help you realize maximum potential.
The question is, how do they compare it? Is there anything else out there?
A lot of
You
it's
know what I mean?
arbitrary. A lot of it's arbitrary, and I don't trust other people handling my stuff a lot.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's the
yeah, it's a
collector
little
in me.
tricky.
Yeah.
Little tricky. Same thing with the coins, you know. I sent a bunch of coins in. Not recently. It's been like half a year. I sent a bunch of coins, waited for them. They came back, and what I was thinking and what they did.
Sure.
On some of them, I'm like, yeah, okay, perfect. And then this particular coin, I thought it was gonna be less grade, came back higher.
Better.
The one that I thought it was gonna be higher came back less. So it's
Right.
like,
Right.
yeah. But this is pretty cool.
It's an interesting. It's an interesting
Interesting.
book. Yeah.
And when did he pass away?
Davis passed away within the last 10 years. I think he went in 14. But I mean, the guy was everywhere. We've all seen his work. He did album covers. He
Yeah,
did movie
yeah.
posters. He did. I mean, Jack Davis was prolific, and this is where he got his start.
Yeah, very cool.
It is cool.
This is the double deck, huh?
Yeah.
Magnavox, one big thing built in. Even when I don't have much equipment, this particular ones I don't buy.
Yeah.
It's just no value
Okay.
in them, you know. So sorry on
No,
that.
that's okay. That's
Okay.
all right. So
But I'll write you up on these. So
you'll do me 10 on that.
$110, right?
Yep.
All right. I do need your ID. I'll write you.
All right, my man.
Appreciate you. And here's the receipt. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10.
That's
Okay?
great.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Thanks.
Hey guys, it's Otto here. Can I get a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm? It will really help us out.
I'm gonna give a little plug for CraigslistHunter.net. Many of you watched me a few times do live streams there for auctions, and they were lots of fun, very successful, and I'm gonna get back to them pretty soon and start doing more. But many of you guys who sell on District on CraigslistHunter.net reached out and asked, when are we gonna be able to start streaming? So down below in the description you'll see a form that District created that you can sign up, and we're gonna start people letting do their own streams. So when you fill out that form, submit that form, Ivan from District is gonna reach out to you, walk you through, show you the things that you need to learn about it if you did any streaming before on different platforms. So if any of you guys are excited about this as I am, hit that link, sign up, and many of you are going to be able to do live streaming. And they also have an option now that, for example, if I go live and I'm streaming live, you can go right behind me. So all the viewers, they're watching me and bidding on my stuff. As soon as I'm over with my stream, can flow into your stream, and we can keep going we can do kind of this train effect thing. So very cool. I'm excited about live streaming. If you are too, hit that link below.
Great. What you got?
Got some cool newspapers for you.
1986 Vine Line, Volume 1, Number 2. So this is all about cops, or what? Because
yeah.
I see the logo.
So they had these in the stadium, and they would, you could purchase these at the stands.
Man, I've been dealing with a lot of cop stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever seen these. Have you ever seen these, Ryan? Look at these.
Yeah, they're super cool. I took a little look on eBay, and I mean, there's a few people selling them, but you don't really see too many listings for them, to be honest.
So this is all 1 year. Are these all? No, there's some
86,
87.
87.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was a short-lived newspaper. Like they had.
I think so, because I'm not familiar with this, and we sell a lot of cop stuff here,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like how much is there to be said about the Cubs?
So, but this was mailed in to somebody.
Yeah,
right?
some of them were mailed in. I saw that. The person that I got them from had passed away, so I didn't really get too many answers. But I had a grandfather that went to a couple games, and he told me you could just buy these there. So, yeah.
Well, I definitely wasn't going to the games back in the 80s. I wasn't even a fan back then. I'm still not really a big fan, although when finally they were winning, right, and they won the championship, obviously I was a fan. But
Yeah.
this is I have no idea what these are worth. I gotta look them up. I gotta see what's up with them.
Yeah, of
If you
course.
want to give me a couple minutes, we'll see what they bring. And
Yeah. I'll just probably look around.
sure. So listen, I'm seeing actually quite a few of them listed.
Yeah.
Right, and people are listing them kind of all over the place. As low as $20, $35, $34.95, and I see as high as like $70. People are asking. But when I go, when I go to actually, you have there's quite a few of them. You have an option right here on the left. You go actually to sold to see what's sold. Look at they revamped this magazine after I guess they won the championship.
I have some of those actually too at home.
Yeah.
I just brought these because I thought these, if they're gonna be worth anything, it'd be these.
Because the new ones are not bringing anything. I mean,
Yeah.
$2.99. But the problem is these don't even sell. There's not a single one sold. I think people are just asking too much money for that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you were to shoot me an offer, I'd probably take whatever you want for them because they don't hold sentimental value to me. You know what I mean?
I'm just trying to think like really what I honestly can get out of them.
Yeah, no worries, man.
So you got 7 from 86, and then you got 3. Oh no, that's 86 too. So that's 8, and then we got 2 from 87. So total of 10. I'm not gonna try to lowball you, but I wouldn't want to be in more than like $20.
Yeah.
If that works, I'll take a shot. I put them here for a few dollars a piece.
Yeah.
If you're okay with 20, great. If not, I'm gonna pass. Just simple.
That's cool. Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, $20. You
All
got
right.
it. I do need your ID. I'll write you up. All right, my friend. $20.
right.
All right.
Pleasure doing business.
Thanks, man. So very interesting. Like seriously, been selling a lot of stuff from Cubbies. Never seen this magazine. I had no idea that it existed. Maybe because I'm not a big fan.
Well, I know you said they like revamped it or something, but I think they're probably not selling good right now either because who's buying papers anymore?
Yeah, that's a hard one too. But obviously, you would see a lot more of these. It must have been a short-lived, maybe a couple years back in the day.
Yeah.
Went nowhere. That's why we don't see many copies. But because of that, you would think they actually would be selling for good money. They're not. People are asking 20, 30, 40 bucks,
But
and
how
they're
much
not.
of that magazine is like ad space versus,
That's true. I never actually.
I didn't see actually besides the past front cover.
Well, Budweiser on the back.
Yeah. Well, you got Harry Carey back there.
Well, that's. Yeah.
Well, he's on the back of this one too.
On everyone probably. Yeah, he's everywhere.
So maybe it's just repetitive or
But
something.
look, you got Pepsi. So they did had some serious sponsors, you know. United Airlines. Here we got the bars advertising, you know, Murphy's, the bleachers there. Mobile, Old Style, they got good advertisement.
And it seems like there actually is a lot to deal with the Cubs inside. I thought maybe it was a good chunk of it was ad space, but
No, it said there's a bunch of articles here. You know?
Yeah.
True Value, so they got good sponsorship. They got good advertisers. Very cool. Well, this stuff is coming up on almost 40 years, so I wonder if we should, like all the 86, maybe do a bundle and put it on eBay, or just keep it here. We'll keep it here. It's a Chicago
I think
thing.
leave it all together because
Yeah.
if it was like a 2-year thing and
Yeah.
we have that many of them, I think, you know.
Yeah. Very cool. Alright guys, postcard time. 781, 782, 783, 784, 785, 786, 787, 788, 789, and 790. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.